Hey, how's everyone doing? And this is Melvin from the Melvin Live Show. How's everyone doing? Now, in today's episode, what I'd like to talk to you about is why is audio so important in the live stream. But before we can get into that, I just want to say a big thank you for all of you that has been watching my show. Um, I just like to really, really at the bottom of my heart to thank you for supporting me all this while. It hasn't been easy, I must tell you, but I can tell you that many a times I just feel like not doing it and just skipping a day, but knowing that some of you would be waiting for my show and paying attention to it kind of makes me want to step back and say that, hey, that's not something that I should be doing. I need to come back to the show itself and I need to be doing the show. And so, I really, really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because it is not something that it's easy to do. But at the same time, I truly, truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And so today I want to talk to you about this idea of um, why is audio so important in your live stream itself. Now, a lot of time, in fact, I spend a lot of time, excuse me, I spend a lot of time trying to get the audio right. And there is a reason for that because I'm so particular about the audio itself, and I just want to make sure that when you are listening to the or you're watching the show, you actually do not have to strain or it's not too loud. And so I've experimented with a huge range of options when it comes to audio. So just allow me to share with you, what are some of the options that I've explored. So when I was using the Canon 80D for my live stream, what essentially I was using was the Blue Yeti mic. So this Blue Yeti mic goes in directly to the laptop, and then I streamed the video from the 80D. Now that works perfectly fine because this is what the Blue Yeti is made for, and it works perfectly. Now, then what I wanted to do was I decided to up my setup to what it is right now. And with this setup right now, what happens is that I have to have a camera and I have to have a mic that feeds into the camera because what happens is if I feed this microphone directly into my laptop, then I will not be able to play any sound or any music at all through the A10 Mini. So it created a series of problems for me and resulted in this whole journey of trying to see what works best. So what I explore with a few. One is I explore with what are the resources that I currently have. And so I currently have a wired lavalier mic, which I then use by plugging in directly to the camera. And I was trying to see how well it works. Well, one of the things I didn't like about the lavalier mic, it's because it's wired and I do not like something clipping on my body itself. And sometimes um, there is a switch on the mic itself, and sometimes, I mean, trust me, there are times that I forget to turn it on, and that has created a lot of problem for me. So, so that was one thing that I tried. So I didn't like it. I didn't like the sound. It was not rich enough like the Blue Yeti, right? So that was something that I did. Now then I went online to search for a cheaper alternative because the next level is like a $500 Shure mic, which I think is ridiculous. I mean, I'm not gonna sink in that kind of money at this point in time, right? And so I went online and I saw a $50 mic, a shotgun mic, which I was using it for a while, and I think it's pretty good, but the sound just isn't as full and rich as I like it to be. And so I kind of switched it out and used back the Shure shotgun mic that I had. That one is built for the camera, and so because of that, I have to buy an extension wire to connect it to my camera itself, and I have to have that mic as close to me as possible, and and that created a lot of problem because it was awkward and I had to get it out of frame and all that stuff. So it was good, but it was not a nice, elegant solution itself. And so it really frustrated me because if because I still like the sound from the Blue Yeti, and the problem is that when I plug the Blue Yeti into the computer, then what's gonna happen is, I can't play any sound at all. I can't play any sound at all um, when it comes to this part of the play. So it was really really frustrating to me until I found a solution. So I went on YouTube and I searched, like, is there a possibility for you to plug your Blue Yeti mic directly into the camera and use it not for this intended purpose, but still be able to deliver the kind of sound that you get? And lo and behold, I found a way to do that, and I was thrilled. I mean, I've been doing this for the last couple of days. I was still experimenting with the levels, um, because there's a whole range of technical stuff. But essentially, what you need to do is you need to turn down the audio level on your camera to the lowest possible, and then what you need to do is to turn down the gain on the Blue Yeti to as low as possible, and then you want to crank up your volume on the Blue Yeti to about halfway mark. Now, of course, it's going to be different for everybody because we all speak at a different volume. And so what you want to do is you want to totally experiment with that. But the truth of the thing is that I wanted to make sure that you are, are making sure that your audio is of good quality. And why this is so important? Now, it is important because at some point in time you would want to repurpose these videos, and when you repurpose these videos and these videos doesn't give you solid audio quality, then it's going to be a problem, right? It's going to be a problem because you are then not able to salvage that. And so the main thing that you really want to make sure that your audio quality it's good. It's because here's what I do. I repurpose my videos into an audio podcast, and I put it up as a podcast on my audio show itself. Now, that's something that I would do, and as a result of that, I want to make sure that the audio quality is of good enough quality, right? Does it make sense? And so the other thing that you really have to take into consideration is the fact that um, people will be less forgiving when the audio quality is not good, right? Because they will have problems listening to you, and if it's too soft and they crank it up, and later on when they watch another video, it's going to be too loud for them. That's going to create a totally unpleasant experience. Or if it's going to be too loud, then they're going to have to crank it all the way down. And again, when it's too loud, what's going to happen is your audio is going to clip off. And so you got to experiment with it and get it right. But the point of the matter is that you want to make sure that you use make sure that your audio is good enough, because with that you will then be able to um, do a better live show. So share with me. I mean, today I just want to, just a quick one. I just want to share with you why audio is so important. Let me know what you think about the audio. Is it good? Is it can it be better, or is it bad? Well, let me know. Let me know in the comments below, because that's something that I really would want to find out, because I've been experimenting with it. And honestly, at some point in time, I was getting a little frustrated with it. And so tell me what do you think, and give me some suggestions yourself. All right. And with that, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you guys on the next one. Bye bye.